No, I'm in Japan. Because I've seen Boys Over Flowers and I Am Mischievous Kiss is there. That's... this is what confused me because it's also Korean. Yeah, see, I can't even see any of the ones I've watched here. And yet I have watched one or two of the Japanese ones. I think one of my favorites was, I might have to, fuck, how do I spell it? But they got some good crime ones. This is one. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. This was good. It's quite old now. Yeah, 2015. I was hoping they'd have like other shows like this one. Recommendations. Needs me to sign in. Maybe Asian Wiki has my back. Nope. There was a couple good ones, sort of along the vibe of Ouroboros, where they stuck to crime and they didn't try to go near romance. For me, Japan needs to work on that. Their presentation of women on screen is not good. But Ouroboros was good. There was another one too. I'm just blanking on what it's called. This was good. Galileo. I watched all of those movies. Because there was more than one Galileo movie from memory. There's a really great one that I can never remember the name of. And I've got Buckley's chance of finding it through it was one or two with like vigilante groups. Yeah, it's not coming up easy. But the Galileo movies were good, and they were like a series of movies. But they're both of those are crime ones. They don't go near the romance genre. Because the couple times I've watched romance genre ones from Japan, they're not good. Like I remember one of them is just, yeah. We'll just summarize it with they need to work on how they present women on screen. Because the couple of them I've tried to watch, and it's by a couple, I mean, like, I watch a lot of dramas, right? So by a couple, it's probably more than what most people would deem as a couple. Most people would probably call it a lot. Obviously, I watched enough to find some that I like. But, yeah, the romance genre ones are more miss than hit. Because of how they present the women on screen. I'm really uncomfortable with it. Ah, you grew up watching the telenovelas. I grew up with the Hallmark movies. But Australia used to do some good romances as well. There was one with Guy Pearce. It was like a body swap one. Dating the Enemy. Claudia Carvin. I was blanking on her name as well. But this was pretty damn decent for 1996, right? So Guy Pearce and Claudia Carvin swap bodies, and it was great. They're both really good actors. But we had quite a few Aussie rom-coms. There's another Paperback Hero. Dawson's Creek is Seventh Heaven. I remember them. What was another one? Oh. He was in it. A Heartbreak High. And they turned that into a TV series now. Charmed? Yeah, I watched that too. He was in Juice Bigelow? Huh. Wow. I did not know that. For real? So like, wow. Okay. Did not know that. Alex Dimitriades was in Juice Bigelow. Now we know. This movie was huge in Australia when I was a kid. This is the biggest movie. 1993. So I would have been like 12. And I did not comprehend what was wrong with this then. Like now I look at it like, oh God, this is wrong. But this movie was huge here when I was a kid. Yeah. It's a long time ago. But it's, in a modern sense, you'd describe it as, I mean, she's his teacher. And as an adult now, in the modern world, I'm like, yeah, no matter how hard the 17-year-old kid is coming on to you, he's still a kid, girl. So, like, in a modern sense, I can't see it in a good light. But when I was 12, I loved this movie, and it was a romance. And again, Claudia Carvin. I think she was in Paperback Hero as well. Puberty Blues was one. I did not see that one. These old 90s ones. Let's see if we can find her old 90s ones, because that'll be where all the romances are. She was in a lot of them. Yeah, I was right. Paperback Hero. Yeah, it was way too normalized. This was a romance, right? Yeah, comedy romance. It was way too normalized, and we didn't think about it. But I look at it now, it's like, not good. But Australia used to make a lot of romances. I think I've missed one of the more famous ones. Because there was one that came out around about the time of Priscilla. Because it had, Love's in the Air. Had that on the soundtrack. What was that one? Ugh. Strictly Ballroom. I knew there was a big one I was forgetting. This was another one that was epic. And look at the director. This is what made Baz Luhrmann was this movie. You know, this was his breakout film. And he went on to do things like Moulin Rouge, Great Gatsby, Elvis. You've never seen it? Oh, we will look up a trailer. We'll look up a trailer before I start the game, because this is an iconic film. I don't want to say it's necessarily a good film in a modern sense. Like, some of the comedy is very cringe, culture cringe for me. So I tend to be a bit biased. Here we go. Trailer 1.
Simba. He had the
Wait, we'll go to the viewing room.
He had the moves.
Flashy, crowd-pleasing steps.
He had the magic.
I keep asking myself why. Did I fail him as a mother?
He had the music.
The pogo. Rudy Rubber. Tango, please.
The one thing he needed was a partner.
So Paul Mercurio was an actual ballroom dancer,
Piss off, Liz.
which was an iconic thing that Baz Luhrmann did. He didn't hire an actor. He hired an actual dancer and taught him how to act.
That was unexpected.
What's wrong with me?
I know, right? I'm very happy with this scene. This is what I gifted myself for the 2-year anniversary.
Dance of love.
I gifted myself a whole new scene.
Look at me like you're in love. That's it.
Now everything's theirs for the taking.
Well, you won't win if you don't have a partner. I'm dancing with Fran.
Fran?
All they have to do
Fran.
Begin, Fran. What the hell did you think you were doing?
is make the right move.
What the bloody hell's going on?
It's no use. I'll never be like them.
I don't want you to be
You're hearing
like
that muted VOD?
That's the future of dance sport, and no one
I'm hearing the muted VOD.
There's something in the air. It may be
Damn.
love, but it's not. Strictly ballroom.
I might fix this scene while I'm here because it was cutting off a lot of shit there. Wow, really a lot. What have I? Ah, I know why it was cutting off so much. All right, we can trim this bit in. Because of that theater mode. Oops. This I should be able to... There we go. Now we'll place it back in here. Trim that off. It's still, the sizing's wrong. Is it just this video where the sizing's wonky? Yo! Welcome in, Hound 3. I'm going to try and run a clip for you. And I think your name was the one I practiced when I was fixing the clips. So this is fair. Hopefully we're seeing Guru clips instead of Sidekick. Please work. Bucks.
All shorts on YouTube. Oh, wait, that's not my head.
I remember this stream. This was funny. I remember that stream. Welcome in, Hound 3.
Him does not care. He's not paid enough to respond.
The clip is gone, but we have audio. I changed my clip player. At least there's some clip now. I'll take the win. Because Sidekick wasn't working at all and I just gave up. So now it's somebody guru. No more dark times. Oh, shit, I need to change my lurk. Because now I'm lurking in my own channel. We were talking about 90s rom-coms here. Australian ones. And I was showing one of our biggest ever movies was this. And then I was like fixing how it shows in the scene. But I'll see if there's another trailer. I want a trailer too. Because this was a great movie. Or, wait, I'll find a scene. I'll find a scene. We'll play a scene. So this is Baz Luhrmann's breakout film, if you don't know what it is. Baz Luhrmann was the director of... I'm in the wrong browser. Baz Luhrmann directed Moulin Rouge, The Great Gatsby, the Elvis movie. He's a big famous director, but his first really famous movie was this one. It was a cheesy rom-com. Is this just the ballroom scene? Okay, so let's get on to the muted VOD fucking vibes here. Hey, what? Okay. Alright, Miramax. And what her mother taught to him as Google, Google. You could hear that sound until the kids plugged the sound system in. That was the battle happening in the background. But it's a great movie. That was huge here. That's why the Sydney 2000 Olympics, there was that song Love is in the Air. That's why, because that movie was huge. We used to make really good romance movies in Australia, and now we really don't. I think Tim Ferguson tried to make one at one point. It was a bit... He tried. Yeah. Because it was like one of those few movies Australia made that did really well in like American cinemas and around the world. So they just chose the song from that for the Olympics. There should be a big scene at the Olympics with that Love is in the Air. Which is going to be muted on my VOD, so great, great. Or hopefully it gets muted, because if it doesn't get muted, I'm in trouble. I should boot the game. Then I'll be in less trouble. Something everyone will identify. Yeah. Yeah, it's also a good vibe song. Like, to be fair to John Paul Young, like, it's a good song. He had some great songs. He had some really good songs. Oh, great. Now this scene's fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. Right, now I've got to fix this as well. Because I fixed it in the wrong scene before. Alright, that's all good. Okay. Oh, maybe that's why I had this up. Okay. No? This in? Does that help me out? Oh, I broke all my scenes. No, I thought I had it and then I did not. It's as good as it's getting. But the singer who did that, Lovers in the Air, he had some other really good songs, which I'm not going to play on stream for obvious reasons. Yesterday's Hero, that's the one I was trying to remember the name of. And I hate the music. But I love that song, Yesterday's Hero. It's a really kind of sad one, but a good one. Because he was a real big singer back in the day. Before my day. Because look, that song is 5 years older than me. But he's still a good singer. Let's see the game. Yeah. Yeah, so to avoid myself getting in trouble with the powers that be, it's time to boot the game. So I don't get like a bunch of copyright complaints. Let's boot the game. So I'm playing my way through Hobbs Barrow. We're excavating sites. So in Hobbs Barrow, I'm a archaeologist. There we go. This is another point and click Wadget Eye. I'm an archaeologist. A female archaeologist back in the day. We've found ourselves at a barrow, which is like a little hill for the dead that seems to have supernatural thing going on. When we were a kid, our dad went to an excavation of this same site, and he's been in a coma ever since. And we just found that out because his journal just like appeared in our hotel room. That's where we're at. Magically appearing journals. I didn't know that did that. How did I make it do that? How do I do it again? What the fuck did I click? Why is nothing working, actually? Load is not working. Wait. I gotta reboot it. This shit ain't working. Try it with launch settings. That's not what I was hoping it was. Her image changed, do you think? That was weird. Oh, you're right. I see what you mean. There and there. That there is not the same as there. Oh. Continues working now. All right, here we go. I gotta remember the controls. I've got a lot of things now, and I no longer remember what I was doing. Oh, there's a to-do list up there, isn't there? I should be careful to leave no stone unturned, so to speak. Convince Mr. Bryden to allow the excavation. Find out more about the mysterious journal. I'm just hitting every button on the keyboard. Because I'm sure some other things did something. Nope. I've forgotten the controls. I was hoping they'd be in this list. They're not.
The door to my room.
What was the thing to light everything up
I've
that's
stored my case in a
interactable?
box. I don't wish to carry